Hey everybody, Chris Bailet here with HH Catamarans. Today we're going to walk through the latest HH 60 to launch. If you're familiar at all with HH Catamarans, you know that we blend both performance and luxury into these platforms. The 60 is no compromise to what we can build into an owner-operator. The power to weight ratio on this boat is exceptional, with boat speeds accelerating over 25 to 28 knots. The HH 60 is an extension of the HH 55 hulls designed by Marelli and Melvin. The hydrodynamics of this hull I'm a huge fan of. The reason for the extension is to give you a bit more owner volume within the hulls, but also that blue water performance. Every boat's a little better, 5 foot longer. Stepping into the HH 60's aft cockpit here, we've got a massive amount of volume. The sliding doors can all stack onto one side, giving a really nice open flow continuously, not having any type of variations in the steps. The wet bar here in the back incorporates a nice deep sink, utility sink with a washdown, and a massive electric barbecue here with loads of storage underneath. So the HH 60 also pushes the engines forward with the new hybrid propulsion system. Adding a shaft drive into that allows us to get the space that the engines used to be in into a massive storage unit now. We've got both the hybrid controllers back here for the ventilation, and then these guys also have a deep freezer. The boat comes with a OC jet tender, carbon fiber tender with the integrated solar panels up top. That gives you almost another 1.5 kilowatts of solar panel with the Starlink integrated just off the back beam there. It's kind of nice to have all that incorporated into one piece. You've got a privacy screen that drops down here, and the main sheet traveler control system on the Antel line driver, so that's how we're keeping everything kind of push button. Dinghy's easy to control through these Harkin 60s. The Performas, you can also trim the aft sails from the back if you did want to. One of my favorite features on this boat, outside of just the simplicity of sailing it, is the fact that you really get to enjoy the wind in your hair kind of feeling. Stepping up into the bucket seats with the tiller controls here. I've got my B&G Zeus S that I can see my chart, all my wind instruments, and then I've got the daggerboard controls, traveler, main sheet, Cunningham. I can kind of play on the fly. Super fun. Coming into the interior, we have the doors open. You have this continuous flow, a nice little daybed up forward. This is my favorite place to hang out when we're offshore. Central, so the boat's kind of pivoting around this point. Anyone gets seasick, it's a nice place to hang out. And then the command center. You can kind of close everything up when it is nasty, have the doors shut, and I'd say 90% of the time, as long as it's not huge seas that we're blasting into, I've got both doors open, nice airflow through here. We've got the sunroof up top, so I can see the mainsail, I can see the telltales on all my head sails, the big Lumar hatch, and then easy access up into the pit. So this is kind of where all the magic happens. This is what makes this boat so much fun to sail. Up in the forward cockpit here, this is what I attuned to being the conductor of the orchestra. I really love sailing these boats with the big high-powered Harkin 990s. These are 48 volts, so you do get a lot of grunt on the system. I've got the speed rings underneath, so there's never any lockout. Mainsail controls, I've got a winch kill switch, the dump, traveler, dagger boards, Cunningham, pretty much control everything within a step. We also have the autopilot controller up forward here, and then a couple of the lights. So when you do jump into the pit at night, I can turn the trampoline lights, the spreaders up and down, or the cockpit lights that'll shine down here. We've got a red light underneath here, so kind of shining down onto the lines as you are sailing. Stepping up from the pit, I've got a nice handhold in the eyebrow. Winch control switches, so I can control that pit winch from here. I wrap the main halyard, I can step out, see the sails go up, whether it's the main stay sail reacher, I can watch the sails go up into the lock. We've got the self-tacking track underneath here with the overlapping jib coming across. The ground tackle and anchor, everything's gonna run through this longeron and then to the windlass that's right underneath me here. The longeron is like a piece of art. A lot of us kind of dork out on this. This is a single piece of pre-preg modular carbon. So all one unit, nothing's bolted on. Pretty highly structural in terms of the way we build this. One special option that HH has with that carbon fiber construction is being able to have massive bow lockers. This is kind of like our wet locker, sails, wet lines, fenders, everything that can be stored in here. I've also got a custom cradle for each of the rudders. So if I want to switch from the deep spades to the shoal drafts, they can be stored up under there. You can do that in the water. I've got the hydraulic power packs right under here, anchor windlass with all the chain. And then this is more of our utility locker on this side. Water maker is built in under the shelf. You've got tons of storage for any type of spares. One cool feature that they kind of put in here was having an air pump built in. So blowing up fenders or your stand-up paddle boards. A couple of really cool features I'm going to show you here. One is the wishbone or Park Avenue boom that we do custom made on the HH 60 with the hydraulic ramp built into it. The big pre-preg C-shaped dagger boards with a deck fitted gantry system that allows me to get that extra 3 feet of lifting now. 4.5 kilowatts that are the Solby and walk-on panels up top, and then little details like everything on the hardware is all going to be titanium. All the deck fittings, everything on the mats is going to be a titanium upgrade. The rig package on here is carbon boom, carbon rig from Marstrom. All the staying and rigging is going to be Kevlar or K48 with integrated load cells underneath, keeping your finger on the pulse as you're sailing, giving you guys a quick reference as to when you should reef or maybe shake it, have some more fun. Throughout the boat, we've got this beautiful zebra wood with a high gloss finish. Just really pops on the interior with the white. So we've got a U-shaped galley here with a couple of the pull-out drawers that makes it easy if you had your coffee makers or any of the electronics up top here. Big storage up top for all the cups, plates, bowls, anything like that is your overflow with massive amounts of storage underneath. The Miele induction cooktop with your programmable fridge freezer underneath. On the 60, we've got a C-Zone network. This is all digital switching that you can also control remotely. So sitting at your house, you could be turning the ACs on or lights, monitoring systems, tankages, anything like that. We've got the Vesper control, nice fusion stereo, and then the hybrid control water maker, manual controls for the EMR engines with the C-Fire systems for the engine rooms, DC tech space, AC tech space as well. Stepping down into this port side, the stairway is going to split with the emergency escape hatch underneath the steps here. And then I've got the life raft access also with the Keenan fuel filtration system. This is a really nice way to be able to polish your own fuel or transfer port to starboard. Stepping into the owner's cabin, you kind of see this performance base where we've got all the painted surface areas. There's no canvas wrap or anything like that. A lot of the natural light comes in through this aft window. We've got reading lights back there with all your USB-Cs, whole windows pretty much all the way down the side. They've got a Nemesis screen. If you're not on watch, you're seeing how your boat speeds are, your wind speeds. We've got Starlink set up, so now working remotely is very easy, but having a space to do it is always really nice. So this flex space with the bunk bed area, and then just forward in here, I've got my AC tech space. I've got one independent 8 kilowatt inverter, and then the shore power runs through 2 inputs. I can have a 50 hertz input or a 60 hertz input. European power, US power, really easy. Both plugs are in the back of the boat. You just plug in wherever you're at, and then that directly goes into the batteries. All of your inverter power is always going to be clean now. Just smart setups here. Stepping down into the starboard hull here, I've got the washer dryer combo with another programmable fridge freezer, and then 2 more cabins on the starboard side with a shared head on that side, kind of as your day head. And then getting into the starboard aft, another large en-suite, having the engine access underneath the beds here. This is actually a lot quieter. The mattress actually is part of your soundproofing here. Engine room access here is massive. Really easy to get to all sides of the engine. We've got the electric drives on the back side here. This is a standard diesel engine on a shaft drive, and then we put 2 electric motors basically on the back side of that. So I can run the diesel engines as my generators and charge at 10 kilowatts per side. So running both engines with the hybrids on allows me to put 20 kilowatts of power back into that big battery bank, as well as run on electric drive when I do want to just simple off the dock, getting out of the anchorage. While sailing, we also have the hydro regeneration. Another 60 just crossed the Atlantic, never had to charge the batteries with the engines on. The props spinning generate between 1.5 to 3 kilowatts per shaft, depending on the boat speed. So the faster you go, the higher the output. Precision engineering with unmatched comfort, true performance. There's nothing else like the HH60. This brand new HH60 is coming to market soon. Reach out to the sales team at HH Catamarans to find out more.